Major Malik Henderson was not a man easily shaken. At 34, he was a decorated U.S. Army logistics officer known for his calm under pressure and unwavering integrity. Born in Mobile, Alabama, Malik was raised by his grandmother, a retired schoolteacher, after his parents died in a car crash when he was 7. His childhood was humble, no fancy toys, no lavish vacations, but filled with books, discipline, and love. Malik worked his way through school, earning a scholarship to Tuskegee University where he majored in mechanical engineering. He later completed ROTC and graduated with honors, choosing a path of service over comfort. In the Army, he managed operations during Hurricane Maria, coordinated emergency supply chains in war zones, and trained young recruits on resilience and ethics. He was a man of quiet dignity, the kind of man who called everyone sir or ma'am, whether they were a general or a janitor. It was a warm Saturday afternoon in Atlanta, Georgia. Malik had just wrapped up a leadership seminar at a local community college. Dressed in khakis and a collared shirt, his clean-cut look and upright posture still screamed military. Even out of uniform, he pulled into the only available parking spot at the mall to grab a quick gift for his niece's birthday. Just as he stepped out, a loud screech echoed behind him. A white BMW SUV whipped in and stopped abruptly. Out stepped a woman in her early 40s, blonde, in designer sunglasses, wearing a neon pink gym outfit. "You stole my spot," she screamed. Malik blinked. "Ma'am, with respect, I was here first and already parked. There are other spaces nearby." She stormed up to him, phone already in hand. "No. I saw it first, and I always park here. Do you even live around here? You people think you can just do whatever you want." Her words hit him like a slap. "You people," Malik stayed calm, trained for situations far more dangerous than this. "Ma'am, I don't want any trouble." But she wasn't done. "You know what? I'm calling my husband. He'll handle this." 10 minutes later, a black pickup truck peeled into the lot. Out stepped a large man in boots and a camo baseball cap, clearly having just been pulled from a barbecue or a hunting trip. His name was Rick, and he was already red-faced and barking as he walked over. "This the guy?" he growled, gesturing at Malik like he was a criminal. "He threatened me," the woman shrieked. "He tried to intimidate me. I was scared." Malik's eyes narrowed, but he stood firm. "That's a lie." "I remained calm the whole time." Rick stepped closer, puffing out his chest. "You think you can threaten a lady?" "I oughta." That's when Malik pulled out his military ID and calmly held it up. "I'm Major Malik Henderson, U.S. Army. I've served this country for over 15 years. I've faced down Taliban warlords and insurgents in Syria. And I've never once felt more disrespected than right now, on my own soil, over a parking space." Rick froze. The ID silenced him, but the look in his eyes said he didn't care about the credentials. His pride was bruised. "Military or not, you don't talk to my wife like that," Rick said, stepping forward again. Malik didn't move. "You should be ashamed that your wife lied to get you to attack someone innocent." Rick squared up, eyes burning, his voice rising. "I don't give a damn about your ID. You think flashing a badge makes you better than the rest of us?" Malik's jaw clenched. "I don't think I'm better than anyone. But I earned that parking space, just like I earned every rank on that ID. Your wife's lies don't change the facts." Rick jabbed a finger toward his chest. "You people always think you're being targeted. Maybe if you weren't so aggressive." Malik's voice finally sharpened. I stood still. I used words. You came in swinging your ego like a weapon. If anyone's looking for a fight, it's you. Stephanie gasped theatrically behind Rick, are you threatening him now too? Malik turned his gaze on her, steady and cold. No, ma'am. I'm just done being quiet while you twist the truth in broad daylight. Rick stepped in close, nose to nose. Say one more word. Malik didn't blink. What are you going to do, Rick? Fight a war hero over a parking space and your wife's ego? Or are you finally going to walk away like a man? By now, a crowd had formed. Phones were out. A few bystanders had recorded the whole thing. One older woman, black, in her 60s, walked over. I saw it all, she said to Rick. Your wife was yelling racial slurs and lying. This man never raised his voice. Y'all messed with the wrong one today. The woman wasn't alone. Another man added. He showed more class than y'all ever could. And if you swing on him, we'll all testify. Rick looked around, suddenly aware that they were no longer in control. Then a mall security guard arrived. After a few minutes of questioning and reviewing footage from a nearby store's camera, the woman and her husband were asked to leave. But the damage wasn't over. Later that night, video clips of the incident exploded on social media under hashtags like #ParkingWhileBlack and #MajorMalik. Commenters praised Malik's calm and dignity. People compared his poise to how he'd likely handled threats in combat zones. Others dissected the woman's behavior, her entitlement, her false accusations. Her racial undertones. Internet sleuths identified her as Stephanie Walton, a local real estate agent. Her employer issued a statement the next day, we do not tolerate discriminatory behavior in any form. Stephanie Walton has been terminated. Rick, it turned out, was a former deputy sheriff in a nearby county. His past complaints, excessive force, racial profiling, resurfaced, leading to renewed investigations. Malik didn't seek fame, but when a morning talk show invited him on to speak about the experience, he agreed, on one condition, that they focus on the deeper issue. I didn't serve my country so I could be attacked in a parking lot by someone who sees my skin before my humanity, he said. But I also didn't stay silent because silence never changed anything. The host asked what kept him so calm. My grandmother, he said with a smile. She taught me that dignity isn't what you're given, it's what you carry with you, no matter how people treat you. Stephanie Walton filed a weak defamation suit that went nowhere. Rick disappeared from public view. Malik, meanwhile, received an award from the city council for courage and composure in the face of public injustice. When asked later if he'd do anything differently, Malik said simply, I parked with respect. I walked away with it. In the end, dignity defeated prejudice. Major Malik didn't need fists, his calm, truth, and integrity spoke louder than any confrontation ever could. While some people try to weaponize lies and entitlement, heroes like Malik remind us what real strength looks like. If you were moved by this story, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. What would you have done in Malik's shoes? Subscribe to our channel for more powerful, real-life inspired stories that expose injustice, celebrate dignity, and deliver poetic justice in the most unexpected ways.